Hey everybody, how's your day going? Mine's pretty good. It's a little cool today, but boy, it's still a beautiful day. You see the mountains and the clouds behind me. It's really nice. This is Tech Sergeant T. I want to talk a little bit about the more uh, optimistic perspective on working like I do. It's not a bad thing. I know I heard years ago someone said there's nothing that'll bring you more life in your life than working with young people. And nothing will kill you faster than trying to keep up with them. that's certainly the case here. now, I'm fortunate to still be working, I guess. A lot of people can't find work at my age. It's pretty hard. I hit 35 companies when I decided to leave my own company and decided to have a little bit of vacation and a little bit of time off if I was sick without losing money. Um, and I got to the point, I was pretty desperate. I was actually going into companies' HR departments um, and trying to talk to their quality assurance managers or HR or anybody that would talk to me, because nowadays everything's done online. You don't get a chance to meet someone face to face, and get to show them who you are and what your personality is, what your experience. They take one look at your resume. And the first mistake I made was submitting resumes that had 50 years of job history. You can't discriminate against age, supposedly, but it doesn't take them long to figure out that if you have that much experience, you've been around a while. Or you're not reliable, they don't want to hire you anyway. So uh, I got kind of desperate there. I had a lot of clients. I had like 300 or 400 clients at my company, and I hit a lot of them. And the job that I finally got actually was with a company that I wasn't a client, but they were a vendor for my company. So I was very fortunate. There was someone working there that I had worked with for about 20 years, and it helps. Networking is sometimes the best way to get a job. And so I was fortunate in being able to at least get my foot in the door, and went through a couple of interviews and got hired pretty promptly. So it was a good experience. It was good to find a company that appreciated experience over youth and enthusiasm. Old age and treachery sometimes trumps youth and enthusiasm. But anyway, it was good. It's a good company. It's got some real opportunities. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to take another college course because they insist that you take a course every year, and they pay for it. Last year I took an advanced Excel class. This year I'm taking a class on the fundamentals of vacuum, which may not seem like a big thing, but it's important in our work. And so that's nice. And the people, every day I get to work with young people that are well educated, they're enthusiastic, they're creative. Um, we make custom products, so it's has to be engineered from the ground up. And we have some great engineers, electrical, mechanical, some assembly people, welders, all kinds of people that I'm in charge of a couple of laboratories, and the people that work in those laboratories are sharp, really sharp, and they're doing some groundbreaking work. I was very interested in hearing that we had about 12 or more of our customers who actually contributed to the successful moon launch and return, which is the best part of going to the moon. It was the Artemis II Orion project. Not so much directly, but a lot of the testing used our products to ensure that the products were reliable, not only on the ground but out in space. So that was very rewarding for that. But being with these people keeps my mind vital because they know all the newest technology. I've been in technology my whole life, but boy, some of the advances in technology are hard to keep up with. And I have to admit, I don't have many friends outside of work, a couple of special friends, and that's about it. But at work, I deal with people every day that, well, they make me use my mind. They contribute to my curiosity, to my education, both formal and informal. And it's nice to be with people that, like I said, can stimulate you in that way. And there's a physical aspect to my job. I do a lot of walking, a lot of bending, and a lot of stooping and picking up things. Although I've learned that at this point, there are some people out there that I should let them do the work. that's for sure. You know, some of the things that we get, and we get big sheets of stainless steel that you know, we have to move around to inspect them and measure and make sure that they're right according to their drawings. And my sciatica really started acting up again. But my associate that I work with said, you know, we have people here in their 20s working in this warehouse that would be glad to pick those things up for you if you just ask them. So I started doing that, and that really improved my back quite a bit. But so all in all, yeah, I probably could be retired now, but what would I do? I have to admit to a certain amount of laziness. If I didn't have external forces, shall we say, motivating me every day, maybe I would just sit home, watch TV, eat snacks, drink soda, and get fat. Who knows? But I recognize that about myself too. So this really is good. And of course, the bottom line is they pay pretty well. It never hurts to have a good income, that's for sure. So trying to be just a little bit more positive about still being at the job at my age, but maybe that's one of the things that helps me get to this age and still have the vitality, both physically and mentally, that I do. That's something to think about. You need things throughout your life that challenge you. You know, they always talk about if you give, done experiments, I guess, with some animals, that if you give them everything that they need, they soon die because they don't have to make any effort to be productive and to get up every morning. There was some Deepak Chopra, a doctor I read a few years ago. I think his Ageless Body, Timeless Mind, or Timeless Mind, anyway, whatever the name of his book was. And he found that people that lived to be into their hundreds, you know, over 100, 101, 102, that they had a reason to get up every morning. And that's one of the things that he found was in common with these people. They usually lived on their own. They had to take care of themselves or others. They still had some enthusiasm, and that's the thing that kept them young and kept them moving. So I don't know. We'll see. But so far, it's been good. I was just thinking this morning how thankful I am for the health that I have. And like I said, both upstairs and down. So that's good. Well, that's all today. Just when you approach life, maybe try and approach it with a little enthusiasm, a little optimism, and find a reason to get up every morning and a purpose in your life. You'll probably be happier and more fulfilled. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.